Okay, so we've all been in a tragic situation, whether it's a death of a family member or just some news you didn't want to hear, and we've all had to get put on the spot like that. But I feel like the best way to deal with all that is the best way to get around it is to go through it, and that is why I agree with Ban Chow. If you don't enter the tiger's den, how can you catch the tiger's cub? So the meaning of this quote is basically, how can you grow or how can you change without getting through it? There's no way you can skip around it, or there's no way you could just kind of put it aside. Like, because the best way to grow and everything is just to go through it. And in a situation like mine is, when my grandpa passed, he passed at an early age, and I didn't really want to face the fact that he actually passed because he was in his like early 60s, maybe late 50s. But I realized that after all this, I might actually grow and take something out of it. So yeah, that's why I agree with Ban Chow's quote, if you don't enter the tiger's den, how can you catch the tiger's cub?
All right, well, I like the idea of a shared experience as your attention device. That works pretty well. And then I like the interpretation that you have of the quote. You know, how can you grow without going through things? And the application of the quote is pretty reasonable. I appreciated the thought that went into that. What you need now is something to follow up with. And you've got one experience that you refer to, the loss of your grandfather. And I'm wondering, okay, so what did you miss? What did you learn by going through this? What happened? And we don't get anything. It's not like you told us, you know, you grieved and you got stronger as a result of this, and you appreciated and you have a deeper appreciation for the things that your grandfather provided your parents, you know, in their life, and the memories that they left you or something like that. And you could even use a specific example of something that happened. We don't get anything like that, and it's just the one thing that you've got, so it doesn't really develop very much. Presentation, you project reasonably well. You're relatively quiet when you're speaking. I think you could use a little bit more energy. When you speak to us, when you start thinking, you just look right above us. You'll notice it when you're watching the video. You'll see that you start off looking at us, and then it's kind of like your eyes drift up and you start talking to the wall behind us. And that's probably just a bad habit. You know, because you're thinking. I know that that's what's going on. You don't want to look at people while you're thinking. You want to, well, what else can I talk about? You know, that kind of thing. And you need to get that, as much of that thinking done when you're preparing, and then engage us more when you're talking. All right. Thank you.